What's going on, my people? Make sure you check out DNKKnives.com, please. And if you do purchase something from there, you can use this coupon code behind the edge 10 to get yourself 10% off. You might want to check his website periodically because he's always daily adding new stuff. He's got some McNeese knives now. He just placed an order for Spyderco to get some of their newer stuff, including some K390 models, some Rex 121. He's got a pre-owned section of stuff that's used but lightly used. You can find some cool stuff in there. Tons of your Microtechs and Spartans and all that good stuff. So he's adding stuff all the time. So make sure you guys go check that out. Please and thank you. We're going to talk about this knife here real quick. But first I wanted to... I'm sure most everybody watching this video will be aware Tristate EDC's entire channel was deleted. Of no fault of his own as well. It was deleted because of some, I'm guessing, a mistake by YouTube themselves. It was deleted, they said, because of nudity or some sexual conduct or whatever. Everybody knows that that's bull crap, but we're hoping he'll get his channel back, obviously, but just in case he doesn't, we have to remember this is what he's doing for a living now. As far as I'm aware, that's all he does. And look, I don't know Tristate. He does not even know I exist. But we should try to show some support. Maybe go check out his Patreon. Join his Patreon or something, support that way. Send him some messages. You know, just remember that the guy is kind of getting robbed here, man, by YouTube. Hopefully he gets it back. But you know, ultimately YouTube's going to do whatever they want because they can. So we're going to hope he gets his channel back. But just want to make people aware that, you know, it's kind of a sucky thing he's going through. I couldn't imagine, especially if that was my sole revenue stream. I make no money on YouTube, basically, but I believe that's all he has at the moment. I don't know that for sure, but... And another thing is, man, he's put 4 years... he's got thousands upon thousands of dollars of nice camera equipment. He takes a lot of time and trouble editing his videos and putting out good content and actually caring about his channel. So if you feel compelled, let's try to show him some support by checking out his Patreon. I'll try to put a link to his Patreon in my description. Again, I'm not very good at stuff like that, so I might even forget. But it'll be easy to find. Today, we're going to talk about this Beyond EDC Terramundi River Wolf. It's a John Demko design. I already showed the knife in the unboxing. I carried it for a week. Just wanted to do a very quick overview of what I thought about it after using it for a week at work. Wasn't going to really do a full review on this because they are available at the moment, but the only place is that I've seen that they're available is at Knife Joy. But I don't know how many they have left. So if you are interested in getting one, they're only $130 right now, which is less than 50% off. So that's a pretty good deal. In my opinion, the original price of $300 to me is probably stretching it a little bit. I don't think I would have bought this knife at that price. It's a nice knife, but there's a lot of much more compelling options out there for $300. Especially you can get into some American-made stuff. Some good American-made stuff for that price, or some overpriced Benchmades at that price. Anyway, M390 blade, which is fine. It's very tall, good length. The grind is pretty good. M390 is fine. It's everybody's old girlfriend that they got rid of because MagnaCut came out. MagnaCut has bigger tits, a fatter ass, and they're younger. So everybody just kind of put M390 to the side and has jumped on the MagnaCut train, which for good reason. It is a better steel, but the M390 is fine, and so far it has been performing just fine. The tall blade helps a lot. The nearly full flat ground helps a lot. It is quite thick blade stock, which I like anyway. It's held up pretty well. I have not sharpened it. It is still on the factory edge. Did strop it once, but that's only because I'm a psychopath, not because it needed it. Action is fantastic. It is a frame lock on multi-row bearings, so it's not something abnormal or fantastic. But one thing I do have to say that I don't care for when you pull it out to use it quickly at work and you got your other hand full, it does have that bounce back when you close. Like when you try to close it one-handed quickly to get it back in your pocket, it'll do that bounce back, as you see. It just did it again. So that can be dangerous because if you're not paying attention, that bounce back, and then the blade will be kicked out a little. It's hard to do under the camera, but the blade will be kicked out like that again. If you're not paying attention, you go stick it back in your pocket. You can either stab yourself, cut your pocket, cut your sister, whatever. Anything can happen, so just be aware that it does that. Might just be this one, but who knows. Also, it has some pretty nasty double clutch, which is not a big deal, because if you let it fall on your thumb, if you let the flipper fall on your thumb anyway, it gets past the detent, so also not a big deal. Other than that, there really was no cons, in my opinion. Finish is fine. I do like the dark finish on it. They had a blue version and they had a regular stonewash version. Scales are full thickness, no milling, which is also fantastic for me. Titanium backspacer. Clip is good, goes in and out of the pocket just fine. It's great. They came with a nice case that I'm not going to dig out right now. And it came with a full set of hardware and also a lock bar insert extra. So a lot of life on this knife, which is also really cool. This knife is also a good platform for some modifying. It's just slab side titanium frame lock, so it'd be really cool maybe to do some mods to this one day. Next thing is comfort wise, ergos in hand. It does have this little swoop here for your thumb. I'm guessing that's what it's for, but when you hold it in the position that it clearly is trying to tell you to be in, that swoop here isn't really useful because your thumb naturally wants to fall up here. So this swoop to me isn't useful for a thumb. This is the much more comfortable position in the choke up, which is 99% of the time where I'm using it. So other than that, ergos are okay. You know, they're not the greatest. They look really, really good, but they're, again, in the choke up position, it's B plus. In the down here, it's about a C. It's just okay. Yeah, the detent's a little soft. That's why you get that bounce back. Flipper. This knife would have been much better as a thumb stud knife, and I'm not just saying that because I don't particularly care for flippers, but if it's going to be a flipper only knife, it better be really good at being a flipper. This one is just okay. I believe it would have been much better as a thumb stud or a thumb hole, or flipper and thumb hole at the same time. You know, both options. It would have been much better, in my opinion. This will probably be a knife that'll never be made again. So I doubt they'll ever change anything about it. So also, since it'll never be made again, if you want to get your hands on a decent $140 titanium frame lock that, as far as I could tell, holds up pretty well, you might want to run over to Knife Joy and get one. Yeah. All right, that's all I got for you guys. If you want to support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon in the description, or you can join the membership. But honestly, I'd rather you guys go help out Tristate EDC in his time of need. Yeah, instead. Make sure you're good to each other, love each other. Remember, life is short, so there's no reason to go deleting people's channels. Later.